Alright, we're gonna start with the first one here. The table shows three ordered pairs for line A. Line B is the result of translating line A 4 units up in the XY plane. What is the x-intercept of line B? Okay, so here to find our answer we have to find the equation of line B. How we find the equation of line B? We have to get the equation of line A first, and we're going to translate, we're going to subtract 4. It's subtracting, we're adding. Translate line A 4 units up, so that means we're going to add 4 to all values of y of line A. Okay, so let's find line A first. What's line A? How we find line A? We have three order pair, so let's find the slope first. And what is the slope? Slope is rise over run, difference of y's over difference of x. So if I take the first order pair 3, 14, 5, 20, I subtract y's, so it will be 20 minus 14 over the difference of x, it will be 5 minus 3. So that's gonna give us 6 over 2, right? Which is equal to 3. So the slope is 3. So our equation so far, y equal mx plus b, 3x plus b. So how we find b? Let's use any order pair in that table to find b. So we can use the first one. If I substitute the first one, which is 314 in this equation, so I'm going to replace y with 14, replace x with 3. From here I'm going to find b. So I have a 14 equal to 3 times 3 is 9 plus b. So if I subtract 9 from both sides, I get b by itself equal to what? Equal to 5, right? So our equation now, the equation for line A. Equation for line A, y equal to 3x plus 5. That's line A. Line A. Y equal to line B. It will be y equal, we're going to add 4 to each value of y. Y here for A is 3x plus 5. So y for B, it will be 3x plus 5 plus 4. So it will be 3x plus 5 plus 4. So it's 9 plus 9. That is the equation for line B. So we're looking for the x-intercept of this line B. How we find the x-intercept? By putting y equal to 0. So to find x-intercept, let y equal to 0. So 0 equals 3x plus 9. Isolate x, get rid of the 9, subtract 9 from both sides, so 9 equals 3x. And now you subtract, you divide both sides by 3, you're going to get x by itself. X equal 9 over 3 is 3. So our order pair, it should be negative 9, right? We're going to subtract, we said we're going to subtract 9 from both sides, so negative 9 equals 3x. X equal to, divide both sides by 3, x equal to negative 3. So the point negative 3, 0, that is a point where the x-intercept for line B, negative 3, 0, which is this point. Let's go to the next one, which is here. Try it first and watch the work. for these problems, he said in the xy plane, the graph of the line is the graph of the equation y equal x squared minus 4x plus 9 intersects the line y equal to c. Y equal to c, constant. Y equal constant, that means it's a horizontal line, right? At exactly one point. At exactly one point. What is the value of c? So this equation is second degree equation. It's a parabola. And it's open upward. How I know that? Because a is positive, right? So just visualize it. So we have the equation looks like this of y equal to x squared minus 4x plus 9. And that line, which is horizontal line, intersect that graph in one point. That means has to just touch the graph. Has to touch the graph here. Touch the graph at the vertex. So I'm looking for the y coordinates of the vertex. The vertex of parabola is the point h comma k. So I'm looking for k. Actually, I'm looking for k. Alright, so how we do that? First, let's find h. How we find h? The h, which is the x coordinates of the parabola, equal negative b over 2a. Equal negative b. How much is b? Negative 4. Over 2 times 1, because a is 1. So that's going to give us positive 4 over 2, which is 2. Alright, so k, which is the value of y when x is 2, it will be 2 squared minus 4 times 2 plus 9, which equals 4. 2 squared is 4, minus 4 times 2 is 8, plus 9. And that's going to give us 5. So the y coordinates of the vertex, which is c, because this line is y equal to c. So it will be 5. So the answer is 5. And let's see the next one. Give it a try. For each real number r, which of the following points lies on the graph of each equation in the xy plane of the given system? That's our system, these two equations. We like to find the order pair which satisfies that system. So that system is overlap, right? Because here, if you notice, because if you notice here, this equation equivalent, if I multiply this equation by negative 5, I get 5x minus 5y equal to negative 10. So the solution will be infinite number of solutions. So in this case, if I let x equal to r, so how much is y? So let's, from the first equation, we're gonna find y. Y equal x plus 2, right? So just add x to both sides. So y equal r plus 2. So the solution could be x comma y r comma r plus 2. R plus 2, which is here, right? R plus 2. So the solution is this one. And for the last problem, go ahead, give it a try. A prime of n, a perimeter of an equilateral triangle is 600 centimeters. The height of this triangle is k square root of 3 centimeters, where k is a constant. What is the value of k? So if we just visualize the problem, we have equilateral triangles. That means all the sides equal to each other, and the perimeter is 600. So that means each one, all the sides equal to each other, right? Equilateral. So if 600 divided by 3, that's 200. Each one of them is 200. And this is the height. Height for equilateral triangle divide the base. So this means this is 100 and 100, right? And perpendicular to the base. So we're looking for the height. So I have here right triangle. I'm going to concentrate on this right triangle, and we're going to find the height. We're going to find this height. So we can use Pythagorean theorem, and this height, this side, this leg square equal to the hypotenuse square minus that leg square. So h, which is height, equal to h equal to the square root, you can take the square root of 200 square minus 100 square, and that's going to give you square root of 40,000 minus 10,000, and that's going to give you the square root of 30,000, which you can simplify it. Square root of 10,000 times 3. Square root of 10,000 is 100 times square root of 3. So k, right, the height is k radical 3, so the height is 100 radical 3, so k is 100. K is 100. Short way to do this problem. What we have here, this red triangle is 30, 60, 90-degree triangle, right? Because each angle in the equilateral triangle is 60 degrees, 60 degrees, 60 degrees, 60 degrees. So this is 60. The height divide the vertex, this angle, to equal angles, 30 and 30. So what we have here, we have 30, 60, 90-degree triangle, and one of the property of 30, 60, 90-degree triangle, the shorter leg equals half the hypotenuse, right? This is half the 200. 100 is half of that, and the longer leg equal the shorter leg times radical 3. So h equal the shorter leg multiplied by radical 3, and from here we're going to find our answer, which is k. K is 100.